Welcome to this one. And what I want to talk to you about today is the turning point or the turn or whatever the name will end up being for this experience. And it's my most recent experience based on my most recent life turn. In case we're meeting for the very first time, my name is Prima. And I lead myself through life scenarios. And then I package that and take women through it. What I want to talk to you today about is the turning point, which is the experience that is most recent at the time I'm recording this. And the turning point is for a woman who knows that she's reached a point where the version of her that brought her to that point is not going to be the same version of her that takes her to the next point. So, for example, you've been single. There's a version of you that thrived in singlehood. Now you're married. And it's like a different Prima is being called forward in the marriage. That was a transition I examined myself. You've built a business to a certain point, and the next level of your business requires a different operating system of you. That happened to me as well. I built my business to 6 figures, and then I couldn't move it past that. A different version of me was being called forward to that. There's so many ways to look at a turning point, but one of the things that shows you that you're in a turning point is no matter what you try, you don't seem to get forward. So you might read the books, you might hire the mentors, you might join the masterminds, you might do all the things that you know to do, all the things that are working for others, and you might feel like still you're hitting like a plateau. Turning point can look different for different people, and some of the ways that a turning point gets very visible is like through a transition. Sometimes your turning point is cancer, diagnosed with something. Sometimes a turning point comes when you actually turn 50 and you realize you've lived your life based on everyone's definition. And you're like, I didn't create nothing for myself. Everyone told me who to be, what to do. And I feel like I deserve my second half for myself. The turning point might come at a point where you've been married for 30 years and you get a divorce and you're like, okay, what is the invitation in this? Like, sometimes it's pain. You get a divorce and it's your turning point to use that experience or whatever the life experience you have for your next chapter. Sometimes it is loss of a child. Sometimes it is a job promotion. Sometimes it is another milestone in life, another milestone in business. There's different ways turning points come through, but turning points usually occur at a point where the same woman that brought you to that point is not going to be the same woman that takes you to the next point. For me, it was when I got married. The thriving single Prima struggled when she got married. Like I had to really update my operating system for the institution I was entering, which was marriage. The other point where I experienced a turning point is when I had built my business to 6 figures. And then before I could blink, I'd burnt it down to the ground and lost all the money. There was a version of me that could make money, but she didn't know how to hold the money. So she would make the money and then she would lose it. The turning point for you may occur in different ways. But when you're at a turning point, anything that you do surface level does not help long term. So if the marriage is calling you forward through a turning point, you might change your communication and do things and do that, but still you feel like it's a constant struggle. When you start to see it as a turning point, then we can build context around it and do the work that is root cause work. So the turning point is for women who are ready to look for the root of whatever is happening. A lot of people have solutions, but they're like surface level. My business is struggling, build another funnel. My business is struggling, build an email list. My business is struggling, send more cold DMs. Those might help, but they're not going to help a woman who's at a turning point. The reason your business is struggling might be because you're being called forward. The experience for women who are like, what I know is that I am being called forward. There's a version of me that brought me here, and I don't think that version of me is equipped enough to take me where I want to go. They're building something incredible, something meaningful. Maybe it's a business, maybe it's a marriage, maybe it's a family, whatever it is. And they feel like the version of them right now may not be equipped enough to build that thing. So that's a turning point. I will be delivering this inside of school. So I want to show you the community and invite you to join. There'll be a link below this video, which you can join. It should take you to the turning point. It explains what it's about. All you have to do is request to join. It's free. See, there's 8 women inside. You just request to join. Now, there might be a chance that when you join, it's no longer open. In that case, when you click here, then go to my profile. It says by Prima Jope. So click here, and it should show you what other experiences I have open. Because I might have the turning point, but another cohort of people. And I might also have other experiences, like there's other experiences I do, like self-authored founder. And then there's message code. And then there will be other things I'm doing, and then you can plug yourself in those experiences. If you can't find that, then you can see there's links below my name on school. This should take you somewhere. This is Instagram. This is YouTube. You will find your way back. Simply navigate whatever buttons you'll find, and you should find your way back. If you really can't find what I'm doing, then just go to primajope.com. And usually it should just take you to the website and lead you through whatever the thing I am doing at that time. So you see, it shows the experiences that I have right now. And as the experiences grow, I'll be updating this. So that's it. If you are the woman for the room, I will see you in the room. If you know someone that needs to be inside this experience, it would mean the whole world to me if you invited them. And if you have any questions, be sure to leave them in the comments. I appreciate your time. Thank you for being here, and I will see you inside.